Stop relying on hair oils if your hair isn't growing. I grew mine out from shoulder length to my belly button with no shrinkage, obviously, and it wasn't just products. These tips work for every hair type, so if you have straight hair, keep watching, Diva. If your hair isn't growing, it's not random. You're missing something, and no one's telling you what it is. But I will, so let's get into it.
Why I love drinking the little pink drink dupes is because it tastes like a pink drink. But the biggest reason is because of all the health benefits compared to a pink drink, which I do have a video listed up there which you can go watch. But if I didn't mention that these have ashwagandha in them, and ashwagandha helps lower cortisol levels, which calms the body's stress response. So this is preventing stress for me and helping me just stay calm and not stress out my body, which means that my hair won't get as stressed out as well. Because when you are high stress, your hair, 1, is more prone to breakage, 2, sheds more than it should because it's trying to get rid of the negative and stress energy that is in your body. It basically shifts the body out of fight or flight mode and moves it into a more relaxed, calm energy so it could be able to function properly and not be under high stress. When stress hormones are super high for a very long time, it creates kind of a chain reaction. Hair growth slows, your follicles shrink, and also more hair enters the shedding period. So all of these things are not good for hair growth. And if you're stressed, stress equals no hair growth at all. Actually, hair loss, which is the exact opposite of what we're trying to accomplish. So, do some of these things that de-stress you. Are drinking ashwagandha, that's super good for you. The super calms are super good for you because they do have ashwagandha, and also a whole bunch of other great supplements that you could literally just have one a day and keeps your stress down, as well as a whole bunch of other things that are good for stress relief. If you didn't know, I am the biggest matcha girly out there. I've been drinking matcha for, let's just say, a while now. And I don't just drink it for the taste, even though I do make a mean matcha, but I also drink it for the health benefits. Matcha can actually support hair growth in a few very interesting ways because it delivers concentrated green tea compounds, especially catechins like EGCG. When you drink matcha, you're consuming the whole ground tea leaf, which means much higher antioxidant levels than regular green tea. Every time I drink matcha, I always add collagen because collagen helps provide amino acids to build hair. My favorite collagen is from Truvani. I always get unflavored collagen peptides, and you have to make sure when you are buying collagen that has to be grass-fed, because if it's not grass-fed, it doesn't actually have any good amino acids for your hair. So you have to always get grass-fed. I personally like it unflavored because then it doesn't tamper with the taste of my matcha.
One thing that I forgot to mention in the clip that is super important is that you have to make sure that your matcha is organic, ceremonial grade, and first harvest, or you're not going to get these catechins that are super good and packed with all of the nutrients that you want to get from the matcha. My favorite brand is Incha. I have them linked in my Amazon storefront with all of the other products that I mentioned today, so definitely go check that out.
Okay, I just finished my smoothie and I am absolutely in love with my Truvani pink shaker bottle. I got it recently and I just feel like such the prettiest girly girl while drinking out of it. I know it's literally just a cup, though it makes me feel certain ways.
Yes.
Anyways, I really want to talk about what I put in my smoothie because some of the ingredients I did use are really good for hair growth and hair health. So one of the first ingredients I did put in it was frozen blueberries, which is a very big antioxidant rich food which protects and helps the follicles. And some of the things I love adding to my smoothies, which are on this list, are blueberries, strawberries, pomegranates, and also green tea, which is my matcha. If you didn't know, low iron is one of the most common causes of hair shedding. Just a couple simple ingredients can help fix that. Iron plus folate-rich greens basically means oxygen equals growth. And some of my top choices in this category, for my smoothies specifically, are kale and spinach. I absolutely love them in my smoothies. Plus, knowing that it's actually healing my hair, I love it even more. But if you don't feel like putting it in your smoothie, you could also have arugula. One thing you should always be doing though is pairing it with vitamin C, which is either lemon or berries. So that's why I love adding blueberries to my smoothies and spinach or kale, because they just work together to make my hair even more luscious than it is. One thing I also really do want to bring up is that eating organic is super important. I eat organic 95% of the time unless I leave the house or unless I'm on vacation. But every single day I am drinking organic milk, I'm drinking organic ceremonial matcha, my smoothies, my dinners, my lunch, my produce. It is all organic, which that is another contender to why my hair is so healthy and long. So if you are not eating organic food and still doing all of the steps and you're not getting any growth or anything, you have to look at the ingredients, look at the produce, see if it's GMO, but always buy organic. I really want to make that super clear. Zinc plus trace minerals, which means follicle activation. We make a lot of our sauces from home. One of my favorites is our homemade pesto, and we use cashews, which are super important because having a zinc deficiency means slow regrowth. Eating a whole bunch of zinc-rich foods will help speed up some of the hair growth and not just have it sitting for a couple years at the same length. I have curly hair, and any of you guys who are watching that do have curly hair, this is important. Just wait. I recommend anybody who has curly hair to go seek a professional who knows how to cut curly hair. I transitioned into a very well-educated hairdresser compared to my last one, and I have seen the biggest difference. After I realized that my hair was not growing and I kept telling her I wanted length, I only wanted trim, like everything wasn't adding up. So I moved and switched to a hairdresser who was very well educated in cutting curly hair, and I realized what my life was missing. After I had started getting my hair cut by her, I only go every 6 months, sometimes a little bit sooner if my hair really feels like it needs a good cut. Another thing that I really did appreciate that she taught me was I really wanted to get some highlights in my hair, some balayage, and she told me to do a test strip to make sure that the dye that we were using, which is organic dye, definitely recommend that so it doesn't fry your curl pattern. But we did a test strip and my hair reacted to it completely fine, and then we did my hair and it turned out amazing. And then every week I do a protective braid. Braiding your hair is super important for growth because it keeps your hair protected, and doing it the night of a wash, detangling it so your hair wash process is 10 times quicker than it normally would. I definitely recommend anybody who has straight hair as well to braid their hair at least once a week, putting oil in. Something that I really hope all the curly girls will remember is that always find a hairstylist or a hairdresser who knows how to work with curly hair, because if somebody doesn't know how to work with curly hair and is cutting your hair for straight hair, that's going to completely get rid of any growth you have, and it will just keep it the same length, and it could even damage it more than you think it actually is. My hair was damaged by my old hairdresser, so definitely go recommend doing a curly stylist and also organic dyes to preserve your curly hair and make it just shine and feel hydrated and perfect like you want it to be. So
what you're putting on your hair matters too. Switching to a cleaner organic product was a huge game changer for me. I used to deal with so much frizz and I had to wash my hair like twice a week just to keep it manageable. I didn't realize that the products were a big part of that. If your products are full of harsh ingredients and you're dealing with things like breakouts, scalp irritation, or just constantly feeling off, that stuff isn't just sitting on your hair. Your scalp absorbs it. So you really want to be mindful of what you're using. One of my favorite clean brands is Innocence Organic Beauty. They make products for curly, wavy, and straight hair. So if you've been struggling to find something that's actually clean and works, definitely go check them out. They have definitely saved my hair.
Healthy fats, shine plus scalp health. Fats nourish the follicles and reduce inflammation. Some of the best sources are avocado, chia seeds, and extra virgin olive oil. Omega-3s improve circulation to help the scalp. I love having chips and salsa, though what makes it extra is adding some avocado, and it just makes it so much tastier. I have this snack maybe twice a week, and then I also have a chia seed pudding with some blueberries. And having at least these snacks 1 or 2 times a week really helps because it is packed with omega-3s and healthy fats. High quality protein. Hair is protein. Hair is made out of keratin, a structural protein. Without enough amino acids, growth slows. Biotin plus sulfur. The best option for this category are pasteurized eggs, and please, please, please make sure that it is pasteurized. It's not getting the same nutrients. I usually eat eggs maybe 3 times a week. I don't have them for every single breakfast, though I do have a lot of my baking and I make waffles. They always have eggs in them. Then we also have this at least 3 times a week, maybe 2 depending on the week, which is wild-caught salmon, which is high in protein plus omega-3s. And it's very important to have a high protein dinner, though it is a plus side that is growing my hair. Okay, divas, this is where I'm going to be ending it. I love making this and showing you all of my tips, tricks, and secrets. So hopefully you guys got some good information from this. If you have any questions about it, please leave me a comment down below and I will definitely get back to you. I read all of my comments and make sure that anybody has any questions, I always answer them. So if you are currently watching and not subscribed, please go subscribe, girl. Look, come on, diva. It's 2026. You should be subscribed to me. But if you are subscribed, I love you and I will see you guys very soon. So go comment, like, subscribe, and hit that little bell. And I'll see you guys soon. Mwah!